point of this is to kind of show people how things work and the different things they can do. And I'll explain, which buttons you have to hit to do what. So first thing I want to do is just go ahead and hit start, let it connect, and we'll see what we can get into. So this is your main menu. And with this, you have quick play, private match, how to play, customize, progression, settings, and credits. Now, we're not going to go through all of this. It's redundant to do so. You obviously know quick play. You hit it, and you're going into a game. Private match, you're hosting that match. Only the people invite are going to be able to participate in that. How to play gives you a couple of the basics, but it's not really thorough. Customize. This one is a little more less self-explanatory. So if you go into customize, it has counselor, Jason, or spawn preference. Spawn preference is none, Jason, or counselor. If you go into counselor, in counselor, you're going to use L1 and R1 to cycle through them. Some of them will be locked. If this is your first time playing, you're only going to have this guy right here, Mr. Kenny Rydell, and Vanessa Jones will be unlocked. So, also, you'll be able to get different clothing for them, but that unlocks at different levels. The first one doesn't unlock until 14, so don't even worry about it. The great thing about this is that you can roll for perks. Your character can carry up to 3 perks. Different perks do different things. Firecracker, you start with firecrackers, and it increases their stun radius. So with that, you're going to start with firecrackers. I'll explain what firecrackers do later on. Level-headed, chance to avoid detection completely during Jason's sensibility, which I'll explain what that is, but this is actually a pretty nice perk. Obviously, it tells you what the chance is of you doing that and if there's any downside to it. So this one has a 7% chance of having you avoid Jason's sensibility, and it doesn't remove anything from you. It doesn't negate anything. And you can have up to 3 of those. So below that you have your different stats: composure, stamina, luck, stealth, repair, strength, and speed. Pretty self-explanatory. Composure keeps your fear rate down. As fear goes up, it's harder to break free from Jason, and you tend to make more noise, which lets Jason know where you're at. Luck, weapon durability, and minor increases to other stats. Repair, how good you are at repairing things. In this game, you have to repair 3 items in order to escape. The phone box, you have to find the fuse and repair it. The car, you have to put gas in it and you have to put a battery in it. And the boat has to have gasoline and a propeller. Each of those different items you have to repair. Speed, how fast you are. Stamina, how long you can run for. How sneaky you are. And how strong you are. Pretty self-explanatory, but you can choose different ones of those. They're all about the same. I think I'm going to go with her for this time when I play. So in the Jason menu, you can select your Jason. They do unlock at different levels. They each have different strengths and weaknesses, such as they can't run. It takes longer for the abilities to recharge. They might have throwing knives. They can put down traps. Different things that Jason can do. And then obviously you've got the Jason kills. These are your grab kills. You can only have 4. You have non-weapon and weapon ones. The weapon kills are specific to the Jason. I didn't really want to change anything there. So I'm going to go ahead and create a party and invite some people to play with me here. By doing that, you know, it makes it a little bit it makes it a little bit easier. Alright, so now you're gonna watch me start. Actually, I'm gonna cancel that. So when I start this game, I'm not gonna go through and just say what I'm gonna do or whatever. Just kind of follow along. Most of the commands for counselors use the X button. Swinging your weapon, I believe, is R2. Got a flashlight. It's all pretty self-explanatory. And quick play. Looking for a session to join. It's just easier to have a session that everybody joins. But actually, you know what? I have enough people invited that I could do a private match and just wait for them to connect. So this game is up to 8 or 9 players. One person's Jason, the other 8 are counselors. So it can be a little daunting if you're playing as a counselor and there's only 3 or 4 of you. Or it can be frustrating when you're Jason and you can't find anybody, but there's 8 other people on the map. And I'm pretty sure that my broadcast is going to stop here in a second because every time I do this, it does that. And it wasn't doing this earlier, which is what's so weird. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to restart this. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to restart this because it's being stupid.